I sure thought about Miss Virgie. I thought about Old Trog. I thought about Jerry Jeff. I thought about Eddie Van Halen and the Eddie Van Halen Band. But mostly I thought about that guy, his brothers. That's when I come up with this part. Beat your heart out, you inbred son of a bitch. It used to be a convertible, but now I can't get the top up, so what do you call that? I don't know. I keep it in the garage, and when it's not raining, I go out in that car. But when I get home from the road, one of the things I find relaxing to do is go wash it, even with the top down. I have practiced, I've got it, I can do it, I don't mess it up. So I come home one morning, get off the plane, get to the house, get in the car, I drive over to the car wash, I'm putting the quarters and I'm spraying the car, and here he comes walking across the parking lot, sweating through his clothes, sweat beading off his face. I can tell, before he's even 15 feet from me, I know what guys who have been on crack for a few days look like. Not that I know them personally, but they wander around my neighborhood sometimes. And I saw it as he was coming, and he came up, he comes walking up to me and he says, "Hey man, why don't you give me a few bucks and I'll help you wash your car?" And I said, "This is relaxing to me. How about I give you a few bucks and you don't help me wash your car?" And he thought that tripped him up, and he thought about that for a second. I don't think he liked it, because he said, "No, I'm going to help you wash your car." And I start looking around, it's early in the morning, there's nobody there but me and him. I start feeling uneasy, he's a lot bigger than me, he's clearly higher than me. I make a decision, I make a spontaneous decision. I'm going to let him help me wash my car. So we pour some more quarters in, and now we both got these hoses, and we're washing our car, and we're doing this, and I'm telling you a little bit later, the car's pretty clean. And I'm thinking, man, it's a little cleaner for having been washed by two guys than one. And as we were talking and doing it, we got to know each other about where we came from, what he was going through, what I was going through, different girls who've been through shit we've been through. We got to know each other a little bit, and I thought, this actually worked out for the better for me, you know? So I go to him and I say, "Hey man, I want to thank you for helping me. This turned out great. I'm glad I got to meet you and hang out with you." He said, "Yeah, I had a good time too." I said, "Can I ask you something honest?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "When you first came over here, were you about to rob me?" He said, "Yeah." That scared the shit out of me. So I freaked me out. I had that feeling and I knew it, and then he admitted it. So the first thing I said is, I said, "Man, what's your name?" I don't know why, it's in fight or flight. He just said, "So what's your name then?" And I stuck my hand out and he says, "I'm Tony Bennett, man." Great, well then I'm Bing fucking Crosby. And he says, "Oh, you're gonna mess with me?" This happened. I said, "What?" He said, "You gonna fuck around with me?" I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Bing Crosby?" I go, "You started it, man." So I mean, I started it, you know? I said, "You said you were Tony Bennett." He pulls this little broken identification card out of his pocket. Tony Bennett, his picture and everything, right? So I said, "You know what? You're right, I'm sorry. I was fucking with you. I'm not Bing Crosby, and I owe you an apology." He said, "It's all right, man." And I said, "Well, let's do this again together some other time." And we hug each other, right? It was in that moment that we hugged each other that I think Tony Bennett got that $65 from me. I can't prove that, but I know it. And I know that he knows it. And I know that the next time we run into each other, we're going to have that to talk about. And I should have said this earlier, because my friends always say to me when I tell this story, "Man, I thought you were talking about the Tony Bennett that left his heart in San Francisco." So I should have said even sooner, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the Tony Bennett that hangs around the East Nashville car wash. Thank y'all for being so good to me. This is I Left My Heart in San Francisco. 60 bucks that we had on bad dough. East Nashville skyline, crossing over to a state of mind, leaving all my troubles way behind. That old Cumberland River, East Nashville skyline, discount cigarettes, liquor and wine, anywhere, anytime we deliver. I'm still mad about the slow bar, I guess that's just the way things are. Something good comes along, then it's gone. It's kind of like that Phoenix radio we used to listen, and where did it go? It went on for the year so that more Sheryl Crow could come on. Oh, come on. East Nashville skyline, crossing over to state of mind, leaving all my troubles way behind. That old Cumberland River, East Nashville skyline, says discount cigarettes, liquor and wine, anywhere, anytime we deliver. Crossing the river, we play our songs. They're probably right to say that we're all wrong for these days. So much for money, so much for big. Who needs the trouble? There's always a gig at the cafe, the Radio Cafe. East Nashville skyline, crossing over to a state of mind, leaving all my troubles way behind. That old Cumberland River, East Nashville skyline, discount cigarettes, liquor and wine, anywhere, anytime we deliver. Found a four-leaf clover in my yard today. It had one leaf missing off it, but that was okay. Looking it over, I could easily see four is only really just one more than three. That's close enough for me. Must be my lucky day. A slim chance, still a chance. A slim chance, still a chance. Oh, 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 hey, hey, you don't necessarily have to pay the fiddler to dance. We got the Christmas lights shining. It's the 4th of July. We got the radio playing, watching cars go by. I keep her living in the lap of poverty. She make me feel like I won some kind of lottery. The way that she keeps looking over at me. A slim chance.